Alright. Batman Telltale again. Episode 2. There it goes. Maybe I should have waited until after I hit the play button.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
How many?
8.
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. It's... the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Didn't see Alfred in there last time.
Don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us.
But you should see this.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
This isn't going away.
It's all so public and messy.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years...
What would you have me do? You were a child. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. but you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
That was odd. I came out through the left speaker.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Or new information.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Puts details in new context. Anything over here? No? Alright.
Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Nothing over there.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
Batman doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Twin revolvers.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father. Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Okay, so only W.
Bruce, stay back.
Take whatever you want.
Bruce, stay back.
Take whatever you want.
Nothing, Bruce. Just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this.
Tell Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Getting you in to see
That's
Falcone
rough.
like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen,
Reasonable.
we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We had to put Falcone in the infirmary. Batman practically tore him in half. He's helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Well, separation.
Batman is a monster. That freak does more harm for Gotham than good.
I'm starting to think you might be right.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it. All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Who would suspect J. Jonah Jameson of being Spider-Man?
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. It's like a mausoleum in here.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you. It's a damn shame, you ask me.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh? 40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell!
grab. Shift E.
The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close. We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Oh.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Yeah, that needed to be a quick time event.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
Montoya remembers being drugged.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
What, you again?
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
Sorry, Vicky, I can't talk to the press.
Your lips are moving. Words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that?
I've been saying no
You must have been
comment
back there when it happened.
for the whole time.
Didn't you hear me? I said no comment.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Oh, I'm actually doing something.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Tip. There we go.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
Okay, not over here. Ah, there it is.
Bring me her head!
Nice.
There you go. You'll be alright. You're right.
I think that's the Ace Chemical Factory, if I remember correctly. Oh, they're right back there. Sheesh.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
And the Batman isn't going to be nearly as diplomatic.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his soft drawer alone.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me.
My boss won't be doing much of anything! Ever again.
Well, that was a pretty good indicator that he did something.
You lot, come check out this office.
Where is it?
I don't know. Please, Mr. Cole.
Name's Banquet. You can help me, or you can join Falcone in the day.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time! You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Impaling a man on live TV.
Yeah, I
if
know,
you were
that was
truly the
great.
defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know from personal experience.
Falcone had it coming, but that doesn't mean you're off the hook.
I like your choice of words. You know how to create an impression. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's role has been decided. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Oh, crud. Didn't even have a dodge off.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Oh, well. That happened. Oh, what? Where'd they go?
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
These black bars are getting kind of obtrusive. I want to change the resolution. Well, half hour late.
Is that Bruce Wayne?
Yep.
Really think he'd show up here?
Oh, tunes for drinking, dancing, and fighting. Not necessarily in that order.
A new twist in the race for the mayor's office as Harvey Dent backer Bruce Wayne comes under fire for alleged corruption. Joining me live is Mayor Hamilton Hill. Mr. Mayor, you said earlier today that in light of the allegations against him, Bruce Wayne should distance himself from Dent, but that was unlikely to happen. Why?
He strikes me as, well, the jealous sort. Very possessive of his toys.
Better keep a low profile.
Did you hear? Cops raided his house. I'm sorry, his manor.
Oops, sorry.
Didn't you see the game here, asshole? Are you blind or something?
Just gonna stand here for another second.
My bad, I'm not looking for trouble.
It looks like it found you.
Appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the
Wait a minute, I know you. You're that rich dude. You're that guy on the news.
You want an autograph? I'll sign whatever you want.
What the hell did you say?
Bruce, stop stirring up the natives and buy me a drink.
Wait, whoa. This guy's with you?
Face it, Frank, you suck at pool. Why are you starting trouble over it? Nice one, Bruce. Way to keep a low profile.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Yeah, sorry about
Sorry
that.
things went down the way they did. But I have information. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me drop you.
Over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
It's not my fault that you're in this, Selena, but I can help you out of it. Tell me what you know about Penguin.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
Burn, I guess?
The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He stole mind-altering chemicals from Falcone.
Drugs aren't really Penguin's M.O.
Well, maybe he's branching out.
Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
If Penguin is everything you say, there's no tree high enough for you to climb. He will find you.
So what are you suggesting? The bat helps the cat?
And the cat helps the bat.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together? After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have. You and I...
Please, don't wreck my bar.
Yeah, those are Penguin guys. I don't remember that stupid haircut.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello. Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out. I said, leave!
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Quick time that one.
Not done yet.
It's almost like there's no dedicated punch button, but Q and E solve that problem.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Are you multiplying?
You
When
fight
in
pretty
doubt,
good.
throw a cat.
For such a pretty boy.
Hey, maybe he's got a wallet. Oh, just a phone?
Come on,
Eh.
this way.
Quick, check the alleyway!
Well then.
You see anything? Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone. Move. We should go.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
I don't.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. What else is on there?
Looks like they were in contact many times.
If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. The whole world was horrified at what Batman did to Falcone. You terrorized the mayor too. You could lose Gotham's goodwill completely. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
I think I'm gonna go with Batman.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
The whole city is already afraid of the Batman after what you did to Falcone. Try not to make things worse by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option, despite his more than checkered reputation.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch when I need to be. The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
And hopefully I've set a good enough example.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay. Deborah.
Guess she's not coming.
Who's there? Deborah! Was that you?
It's just you and me, old man.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
You're leaving out a few details.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies, his status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security! I'm being assaulted! Batman's here! He's... Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
You can't keep secrets from me. I always find the truth.
What the hell are you talking about? Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them. Until Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham.
He's going to come anyway.
About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Alright, one sec. Let's see if I can change the resolution. There we go. Much better. One sec. Never mind.
I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Well, the bars are smaller at least.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
None of that matters now. The only thing that does is stopping Oz.
The city needs you now, more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office.
Alright, let's see, what's in the
feed? Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne,
Batman, the one-man angry mob. Here in
paying
Gotham,
his campaign
we saw
staff
it all.
and making
The
ad
shaky
buys.
news chopper
Dent
footage of Batman
spokesperson said
attempting to
these
murder a
rumors
man
are
in the most
nothing more than a
beastly,
smear tactic
grisly fashion
perpetuated by
imaginable.
the incumbent
The national
Mayor
news
Hill's
networks
campaign.
won't even show the most violent parts of the video, choosing to blur out that which is presumably too horrific to be viewed by the general public. Here in Gotham, we didn't just watch it, we condoned it. That rat Falcone had it coming, said Robin Banks, owner and proprietor of the Drunken Monkey Bar and Grill. Banks continued, the law can't touch him, everyone knows that. This time the Bat gave him what for. In the 19th century, Mr. Banks and other like-minded Gotham citizens might well have raised a mob to dispense justice, complete with torches and pitchforks. In the 21st century, a single man with the latest technology can save us the trouble. Progress indeed.
And making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said
Police
these
raid
rumors are
Wayne
nothing more than a
Properties
smear
by Julia
tactic
Martins.
perpetuated by
Gotham
the
City
incumbent
Police carried out a
Mayor
massive
Hill's
raid on
campaign.
multiple properties connected to the billionaire. Bruce Wayne yesterday, including connected billionaire Bruce Wayne yesterday, including Wayne's multi-million-dollar mansion in Bristol County. According to a source close to the investigation, PCPD was acting on a warrant to seize assets and files related to Wayne Enterprises. The company has recently come into scrutiny after possible mob connections and other corruption charges recently came to light. Wayne Enterprises chairwoman Regina Zillerbach strongly disputed the allegations in a statement, telling the Gazette, Wayne Enterprises is happy to cooperate with authorities in this matter. We have every confidence that they will find no evidence for wrongdoing. Latest polls show Dent and Tom and Hill tied by Kate Clark. New poll numbers find incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent locked in a statistical dead heat as the race for Gotham City Mayor heads into its final weeks. Both men hope their upcoming televised debate, to be held at Wayne Memorial Auditorium, will be the event that gives one of them a lock on voters' hearts and minds. Experts find the latest poll results surprising, considering the deep well of resentment many voters have against Mayor Hill and the vast resources Dent demands. They suggest it points to possible overconfidence on the part of the Dent campaign when assessing Hill's perceived weakness. Doc shootout suspect escapes custody by James Hagopian. The main suspects in the horrific Doc massacre is missing, according to a spokesperson for the GCPD. The man, whose identity is still unknown at this time, escaped from the back of a police van shortly after being taken into custody at the Gotham docks. He's suspected of being one of the gunmen at a brutal shootout that resulted in multiple casualties, including several GCPD officers. Police are still seeking answers, but a source close to the investigation says that the brutal nature of the crime has made it particularly difficult for the officers assigned to it. Carmine Falcone murdered in police custody by Vicky Vale. Carmine Falcone, the notorious Gotham City crime boss, has been killed while in police custody. Reports said Falcone died from injuries sustained in a shooting that took place inside GCPD's downtown headquarters this morning. The identity of the killer or killers is still unknown, and no one in the department is talking. Anthony Gatti, Falcone's attorney, told the Gazette, "There's a conspiracy of silence, and we're going to sue everyone until someone starts talking." Falcone has been in police custody less than 24 hours when he died. He was apprehended by the masked vigilante Batman the night before. See front page. Distrust is Gothamites' biggest concern, by Wilson Yee. The results of a survey of Gazette readers reveals a widespread distrust in the institutions that support Gotham City, from the mayor's office all the way down to the street sweepers. Taken as a whole, it shows a city gripped by paranoia and fear. 9 out of 10 residents described Gotham as unsafe or dangerous, and 7 out of 10 said major changes needed to happen soon, or they would move away, even if it meant unemployment or other hardships. Interestingly, Batman appeared to evenly divide readership, with half of the respondents saying he made the city more secure, and the other half saying he made it less secure. Gotham after Falcone, Who Do We Want to Be? By Roosevelt Hicks. When people talk about Gotham City, they talk about crime. And for the past 5 decades, crime in Gotham City had a name: Carmine Falcone. His criminal empire was rumored to be worth millions, and whispers of his influence are heard throughout the police department, city hall, and beyond. So what happens when the man behind the myth finally shuffles off this moral coil? Without Carmine Falcone, what is crime in Gotham City? Furthermore, if our great city's single defining characteristic is called into question, then what defines us? If we are no longer shackled to the blight of organized crime, then who are we? To the citizens of Gotham City, if we have the opportunity to reinvent ourselves, who do we want to be? Alright, what's in here? Updated. Alright.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be
Renee
hitting some
Montoya,
potholes on his
Sergeant,
path to
Gotham
the
City
mayor's
Police
office.
Department.
Despite
Jim
the
Gordon
backing
says
of
she's a good
billionaire
cop.
Bruce Wayne,
True
rumors
blue
persist
were his
that the
words.
candidate is having
Yet
trouble
someone got
paying
her
his
to
campaign
murder
staff
Carmine
and
Falcone
making
in cold
advice.
blood, turning her into a pawn to further a mysterious revolution. Until I figure out who's really behind the killing and why, she'll unfairly take the fall.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive
Crime
bars
Alley,
expecting a quiet
Park Row,
night out.
Gotham City.
But police say a
The spot
brawl
where my
tonight
parents
at
are
the Stack Deck
assassinated.
Bar in Otisburg
The alley
was the
across
rowdiest
from the
one
Monarch
in
Theater
recent
is the
memory.
place my childhood
Reports say
ended and the
multiple
rest of my life
arrests were
began,
made, with all the suspects taken
violently.
into custody while
Despite the fact that I
unconscious.
installed a plaque there to honor them, I made sure the alley has looked the same as the night my parents were shot. Why should I attempt to erase what can never be forgotten? Instead, I need to understand why they died.
Some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire
Anything
Bruce
else?
Wayne,
Alright.
rumors
Finally. Sheesh. Wish I could turn off the TV.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed.
Wow, it's
Something's
been
wrong.
like 10 minutes.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
What they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now. Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... well, it's not exactly pleasant.
Harvey, listen to me. Stay away from the debate.
What? No, Bruce, I'm already here. Kinda crazy. Security's on high alert because of this threat from some guy named Penguin. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me. Look.
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but...
My advisors are telling me that I need to...
that I need to
distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid it's not a very good optic. I don't care, Harvey. You need to get out of there. I can't leave now.
I mean, think of the message that would send to the voters. Bruce, I'm ahead in the polls. A win tonight, and I could take the election. What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability. But here's the thing, Bruce.
Without your money...
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
Okay, that doesn't...
Forget your campaign for a minute. The money won't matter if you're dead. Yeah, well, until I
am, it is still my primary concern.
Listen, I hate to push you,
But I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
Whatever it takes to save Gotham, that's what we wanted.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember.
You are always my friend.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
I just had the mayor in my ear about your visit. And after what you did to Falcone... Listen, I value you looking out for the city, really. People are terrified of you, including my cops.
Gotham is under threat, and your force isn't up to dealing with it.
That may be true, but you've gone too far. My hands are tied. The GCPD has orders to take you in. After tonight, I can't stand in their way anymore.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
We're all on the same side, Jim.
Well, this better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
You don't owe me anything. Those scum had it coming.
And they say chivalry is dead.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now aren't you glad I'm here?
Well, you have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly. We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates, incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon head to the polls to decide the future of your home, a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years. Rising crime rates, income inequality, yes, a massive vigilante loose on our streets. Candidates will tackle it all.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Damn sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business, firing the moderator.
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head for the issues.
Don't think about the odds or you'll make mistakes. You have to stay focused.
Speak for yourself, Batman.
You'll do. Get out here. Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there! Yes! You! Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on, then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Only 3? Alright. Alright. This guy. Wait, what? How would this work? That seems too slow.
Coin toss. Heads goes first.
Alright, you get him. I'll get the other 2.
The subject on everyone's mind is the new Wayne Mental Health Facility.
Sounds fun.
It's a much state-of-the-art mental health care hospital that will offer treatment for the most unfortunate of Gotham citizens.
I told you all the truth. It's still all this is rubbish. Save it for the opening statement. Rule 1, talk when I say talk, shut your gob when I say shut your gob. Easy. Rule 2, scratching, biting, kicking each other up, all encouraged. Rule 3.
Alright. That way, I have momentum going straight that way. And the sightline person is taken out by the person over there. Easy enough.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My doubts for the
brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption that's ruined your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence. Tonight, we show you the truth!
Did you ever meet the guy on the screen?
Nope. Smart to let someone else do your dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures, chosen to
Go
be...
on, love. You know what to do.
Candidates, take off your masks. Show Gotham your true selves. Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
I have my way to round up every homeless person and burn.
Do you have anything to say?
You really want to hear what I think? Gotham is flawed. Sure. That city isn't. Its flaws make it beautiful. The flaws are what drive me. I'm smooth over the cracks. This is to be better.
Oh, what you got lying?
For all its distance. Rich, poor, or in between.
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunk on stage.
It's not too late to save the city. To take it back from the corrupt politicians.
And what about the corrupt elite? The men whose fortunes are built on corpses. Men like your friend, Bruce Wayne. You're as bad as he is. Happy to look away from what you don't want to see. Your friend has cost this city countless lives. Lives you claim and care so much about. You're just his lapdog, aren't you? Roll the tape!
Subject 9.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9. Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Now you know. Now you will see.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Don't!
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
Oh, where? How will that go? Well then.
No, please, I made a man.
You could never.
That was all Swain, not me. I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
They won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
I won't let you kill anyone else!
Wait your turn, Dent!
Oh, crud. That changed position quite dramatically.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Easy, easy. Every time.
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
Dodge. Mash speed. Drone goes away.
Please, I made a man.
You could never.
That was all Thomas Wayne, not me. I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
They won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
I won't let you kill anyone else!
Wait your turn, Dent! Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up! Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
I'm not here to join you. I'm here to crush you.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, she can take on 3 regular thugs.
Mr. Dent.
Oh. Right in the shoulder.
Thanks.
Freeze! I said freeze! Hold your fire, damn it! Where's the maniac in the mask?
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
Mr. Wayne?
Lieutenant.
He's lucky, you know. Could have been much worse if the Batman hadn't been there.
But there still will be scars.
Did you see her? Look for the blood. There. Come on. She can't go far.
Lawyers representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
Well, that was episode 2. Okay, why would you continue to fund his campaign and then not save him?
Next time on Batman, the Telltale series.
Batman saved me, but I know this isn't over. Who are these people, Bruce?
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
After that news about your father sending innocent people to Arkham, sounds like the whole city wants your head on a pike.
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
I'm still gonna continue to snub you.
What do you want from me?
Freaking reporter.
You know what I want.
No more hiding. Not for anyone.
But don't worry. Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming to him.
Bruce! Bruce!
Always having to save her from helicopters and whatnot. Quit following around Bruce Wayne and maybe you'll stop getting held hostage. Anyway. Let's continue with the next episode, I guess.